go, friend.
Hey guys, I apologize if my microphone doesn't sound too good. I'm using the PlayStation 5 built-in microphone on the controller. My studio mic decided to stop working. I think it's the USB cable. Regardless, I thought I had more time. I was going to do a bunch of pit runs, but I'm about to go out with some friends, so I wanted to at least show you guys my current build setup for a Whirlwind barb. Running the might on the helm, mainly because eventually this is going to get replaced with Harlequin Crest. So for now, I'm using this with cooldown fury, or cooldown reduction, strength max life. Invigorating fury is giving me healing back since imposing presence. Either I haven't found it or they took it out. Um, so I'm using invigorating fury to get some health back. And then lucky hit to immobilize, just another form of crowd control. And then might on the helmet. Chest piece, I'm running strength, max life, challenging shout. 2 to raid leader, again, to help with the healing. And it also frees up some points in my skill tree so I can allocate them elsewhere. And then chance to stun, another source of CC. And then we're running sly steps. So that's huge because, every 30 seconds it's going to give us either challenging shout or it's going to give us rallying cry. So either more resources, unstoppable, and speed boost, or fury when hit, damage reduction, and the taunt. So I like running that on my chest piece. You could run a Rage of Hergoth if you're running a bleed build. I'm not really running anything bleed at the moment. I'll explain thoughts of what I'm going to try to do versus what I'm currently doing right now. For my gloves, I'm using Strength Max Life, Vulnerable Damage. I really want to find Strength, Attack Speed, Crit Chance. Preferably all with greater affixes, but at least the crit chance with greater affix. I'm running 2 to Tough as Nails. it just gives me, it frees up a point um, in the skill tree. And then damage while berserking because my ire glyph is not maxed yet, so I put it on my gloves. Eventually, when I can get the blood rage glyph fully capped, then I can change that for vulnerable or crit damage. Running wild bolt on my pants with strength, max life, and armor. I needed one armor roll to get above the cap. I actually have a percentage armor roll on my amulet that eventually I'm going to take off completely. So this just helped me get over the cap early. Invigorating Fury, again, that's more healing for every 100 Fury you spend. So we're spamming Whirlwind. It's like 25 Fury per Whirlwind, and I'm spamming like 2 to 3 per second. So within 2 seconds, you're getting, the health back, and the more you have into Invigorating Fury, the more health you get back. And then I'm running a chance to freeze. So if you notice the common theme, I wanted to keep them all different: immobilize, stun, and freeze. So that way I'm getting 3 separate lucky hit opportunities to CC the enemy. And then I'm running the wild bolt, like I said. Every 2 seconds, distant enemies get pulled in, and they take 10% multiplicative increased damage for 3 seconds. So really is helpful in the hordes. I'm up to tier 5. Completion-wise, up to tier 5 in the hordes. And it pulls all the off-screen enemies in, and then the whirlwinds do the rest. The dust devils do the rest. It's pretty awesome. I'm running Rakanoth's Wake for now. I knew, I didn't get to play the PTR, so I saw these and I was like, hey, that might work with Whirlwind. The non-physical damage really only is hitting the close enemies because everything I'm doing is physical damage minus that fire damage coming from the explosion. So if I could get cooldown reduction or the movement speed with the GA, that'd be ideal. But we're going to start masterworking it a little bit more. I'm just getting into actually running the pit. So I tried a 71 and got demolished. I tried a 51 and it was okay, but the boss, I died 2 times to the boss before I finally beat it. So I dropped back down to 41 just to give a little speed clear, start getting the masterworking materials. And then on my mace, I'm running Fierce Winds. Eventually, this will change either onto my one-hander or my gloves or a ring or wherever, because currently I'm overcapped on the Dust Devil size. But if I put it on a one-hander, I'm under. I'm at like 88 or something like that. But with this Dust Devil's a size increase plus what I have on my sword, I'm overcapped at the moment. So eventually I'm going to move this around, but I just wanted to show you guys what I'm currently working with. Strength, max life, crit damage, chance for Dust Devils to cast twice, and temper more crit damage. And then on my sword, I am running strength, max life, vulnerable damage, chance for Dust Devils to cast twice, crit damage, and rapid. The reason I'm running rapid here, a lot of people will say, you're not really using your basic. It still speeds up, like when you saw me spinning, and then I would have to use my basic attack to basically either get Fury or to proc my DR from Might aspect. That's the main reason I wanted the basic skill to attack a little bit faster. It helps when you're in mid-swing and then you hit it. There's not as much of a delay in between when you start the animation and then you finish, and then going back into your whirlwind for more Dust Devils. So that's why I'm running it currently. A Curse Touch on my other sword. And this is mainly to keep up vulnerability. Currently, my only source of vulnerability is Exploit Glyph, which, that only lasts for 3 seconds. And it can't happen for another 20 seconds once an enemy is inflicted by it. So I use this to help out with the vulnerable procs. And I'm running Strength, Max Life. Damage, I would change for vulnerable or for crit. But this is just the best sword I had at the time. Chance for Dust Devils to cast twice, critical strike damage. Common theme with these 3. You can do Dust Devil size here and here if you want. I have it on my two-hander, so Dust Devil size is after the masterworking. Now you see it's 77.5%. If I can get it to 100%, or even just 80, which it's almost at, I can, like I said, drop this, put it on a two-hand or a one-hander, and then it'll be only be a 20% increase. But then that'll be fine because I'll still be at the 100 with the size increase. And then I'm running strength, max life, crit damage, vulnerable damage. Some of the things that I have vulnerable damage on, I was planning on doing a bleed build, but for now I'm just doing an all physical build. No bleed involved except for my thorns procs. So on this ring, running Bold Chieftain's loop. I guess it's banned, but Bold Chieftain aspect for the shout cooldown. And then strength, crit damage, resistance to all, I would change for crit chance or attack speed. But I actually got this ring before I got these boots, and with the resistance to all elements on these boots, it was just, insane that I honestly don't think I need that. I could re-roll it, but I know I'll find a better ring eventually. I put resource generation on here. I'm struggling a little bit when I'm fighting single target enemies. That's also why I'm keeping my basic for now. I don't think I have any fury on kill on my gear like I did last season, but I do have fury on kill from my Paragon board. So, but the resource generation is also helping out because I don't have Harlequin Crest yet, because I believe that still comes with resource generation. I don't know if they changed that from previous seasons, but then I would be able to take it off my rings and just have it on the helmet. Running Edge Masters currently. I mean, you can see I didn't even imprint onto this ring because I'm just kind of messing around with it. Also, it's only at 855, which I don't really care about because it had a GA to attack speed and good crit chance. I could re-roll the max life, but right now life is good. Damage while berserking, and again, resource generation is going to change once I get a Harlequin Crest. And then the amulet, I'm running heavy-handed ranks was the main thing I was looking for. And then I got crit chance. I'd rather have cooldown reduction or attack speed instead of max life. For those people that don't know, Whirlwind is scaling now with attack speed. It used to not, but now it is. So that's always good. And then the total armor will get changed out, but I needed to reach the cap until I get, my armor higher on my pants by masterworking or a better roll. So that I would put Warcry cooldown reduction or brawling skill cooldown reduction, or you can even just go more resource heavy or utility heavy, however you need your build. And then I threw on some vulnerable damage with elements. Running the two-handed axe expertise, and then go over a few things on my skill tree real quick. So I'm using lunging strike, and right now I'm using the version that goes into critical strikes, giving me berserking. If you go into a bleed build, just switch it for this one, where your lunging strike causes bleed. Or you can have it to where you leave it at berserking and put on berserk ripping aspect, so every damage you deal while berserking is inflicted 30% of the base damage as bleed. Running into Whirlwind, I don't even think you need 5 points. The damage isn't coming mainly from my Whirlwind, it's coming from the Dust Devils themselves. And once I get Tyrael's Might, Mythic, Uber, whatever, chess piece, that's where mainly all the damage is going to come from. You can drop this to 1 and still be good. And you only need Enhanced Whirlwind to gain Fury. Because I'm using a mace, then this doesn't apply because I'm not using the slashing weapon for the bleed. And I never hold it for longer than a second. Actually, half a second. I'm tapping it. Because the more you tap it, the more Dust Devils spawn. And Tyrael's Might bolts spawn. So you never want to actually hold Whirlwind. Because again, your damage isn't coming from Whirlwind. Even with 5 ranks, it's only 12,000 damage. But my Dust Devils are hitting for 2 million. 3 million, sometimes up to 8 million, depending on all the, procs. But it's not the Whirlwind that's actually dealing the damage. And then we got Pressure Point. Hang on, I got a buddy that just showed up. Excuse me, guys. I'll try to make this video pretty quick. Hey, what's up, man?
I've been here for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, you said you were here. I thought you said you'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. Something's wrong with the cell network.
Oh, my bad. Hang on. My bad. My buddy was waiting outside. I actually got to go, guys. I'll come back later tonight and if you guys want to like pause anywhere, can't really go through and explain it. But this is my skill tree setup, and I'll have to come back after pool tonight and show you guys Paragon board, and we'll do some more clearing. But got to go for now. Peace.